Hello guys, my name is JP. Welcome back to Life on Block Study. I hear horrible things all around me. I was really hoping this thing would last a while, but even with unbreaking on it, not much. So anyways, this episode, I promised you some stories. I do have a couple of stories off the top of my head that I can remember. I'm getting on in the years, I have problems remembering things. So let me look at my notes. I know I wrote down at least a couple things I should talk about. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little bit of personal information for once. Just nothing my name or anything or pictures, nothing like that. Just kind of the stuff I've done over the years online. Because this Minecraft and Let's Play thing is not my first foray into the world of the internet. I did movie reviews one year. Well, for a few months of one year. It was supposed to be the whole year. In 2010, what I was going to do was... I think I'm good on coal. Oh, hey, what? What? What's going on here? Okay. In 2010, what I was going to do was watch a different movie every day and use Twitter to post very, very short reviews about them every day for 365 days. Luckily for me, my living situation changed, and I never get to finish it. I think I moved out of where I was living in February. What the hell? Fucking ninjas, man. There's a whole bunch of them down there. Who the hell is shooting at me? Wow, if that one had hit me, he would have knocked me out. That would have sucked. So yes, during 2010, during January and February, I was a movie reviewer, and it took off pretty good. But like I said, my living situation changed, and I had to stop because I was moving, and once my promise of 365 movies for 365 days had been broken, there wasn't really any going back to it. It was kind of literally like Farlands or bust. It was either everything or nothing. That was it. And I failed when I moved, so that was the end of that. And despite another story, another little thing I've done online at one point, was despite my laziness in wanting to make channel art or anything, I did not bring my apples. Or my ender chest. What the hell is wrong with me? This is stupid. Anyways, despite my inability to make my own channel art, which is the reason I have a contest going, if you're unaware of the contest, make me some art and I will give you games in return. Oh, it's a way out. I'll take it. No! That works. That sucked. Oh. Where am I? God, where do I go? There's slimes. Back this way. Nope. Nope. They hit me back in the hole. Ah. Anyways, I keep trying to say is that despite my inability to make my own channel art, and the fact that you should make me channel art so you can win a game, well, multiple games, I was once a webcomic artist. I both wrote and made my own webcomic for about 2.5 years, right at the end of high school for me, which would have been 2002. So from like 2002 to 2005, pretty much, I made a webcomic. And that's another one of those cases where it was doing alright. I had quite a few little, what could only be called fans, that actually relied on me for entertainment. No idea where I am. Holy crap, he hit that horse. But now I know where I am. Yep. I won't tell you the name of the webcomic, mostly because it's... God. Going through hell here. It's long and dead, and I don't really want anything to do with it anymore. That's the reason I quit. So we won't speak of it. God damn it! I will not die here. Go away. Flaming spiders coming after me. Fuck you. Was there trees here earlier? Or did you just start planting trees all of a sudden? I don't remember. Oh, I can't run. I'm hungry. So anyways, those are the things I've done in regards to the internet over the years. It seems like every 4 or 5 years I come up with something new to do. Although this is going pretty good so far. The YouTube thing. Been about 6 months. I'm still going, so that's pretty good considering the amount of work this actually takes. Inventory's full. Alright, now for my little story. I'll finally tell you a story. It's from roughly the same time as I said when I made that webcomic, right before the end of me being in high school. And I remember this because my brother and my cousin were both 12 and 13 at the time, I think, because I'm like 5 years older than them. And let's just say, back in those days, I was... I don't know how to describe it. Quick with my hands, you could say. I could walk into nearly any store I wanted and take anything I wanted without being noticed pretty easily. And it became kind of an addiction for me. It wasn't, I don't want to say it was like kleptomania, because it's not like I was taking stuff for no reason or from people in particular. I strictly did stores and stuff I could use or stuff I could sell easily. I was a thief, a very good thief actually. Not a good thief, but you know what I mean. I was good at it. And for a while there, we mostly did a mall near where I lived. We would steal toys and just stuff like that. Just stuff for us to do during the summer, because it was during the summer, so there wasn't a whole lot to do other than steal things. So that's what we got good at. Me in particular, I was especially skilled at taking things I wanted. And here's where the story gets kind of weird. It's because, obviously, like I said, not my brothers, I only have the one, I only had the one brother at the time. My brother and my cousin were in on it. They would go and they would help. They would either kind of tag along and carry my extra loot, or they would occasionally take things themselves if they wanted. And eventually one day they decided they wanted to do it on their own. And I think I was just tired or something that day, because I just stayed home and I wasn't interested. I just stayed there. Oh, I know what happened to that ender chest. I'd left it. I left it way out in the middle of nowhere. Anyways, back to the story. They decided they wanted to go and take on a store themselves. So they decided to do a Toys R Us. So I was like, oh, okay, go ahead. It's all you. Have nothing to do with it. And they ended up coming back one day that I heard, because they did show me the cards that they ended up with. They had taken about... Oh, I have stuff here still. Nothing really. Magma cream. The sword. Sticks. Okay. They'd taken about at least $1,000 worth of stuff from that Toys R Us. So they come back and they have stacks on stacks of these cards of this card game, Yu-Gi-Oh, that they like to play. And I was like, what the hell is all this? And they had taken all those cards from the Toys R Us, at least $1,000 worth. And not that long after, probably within the same month, that Toys R Us went out of business. And I'm sure how, knowing how stores work, especially during that time period when that Toys R Us didn't seem to be doing particularly well, I'm pretty sure that $1,000 plus loss that they took from losing all that merchandise was enough to put them out of business. I'm almost certain of that. So that's my story. That's my little story there. Is that my brother and my cousin, probably 10 to 15 years, well, probably around 15 years ago, put a Toys R Us out of business by stealing that much stuff. I mean, admittedly, it probably really wasn't that much stuff. It was more along the lines that the store was doing that badly that they couldn't stay afloat with $1,000 loss. But just consider that a couple of teenagers put a store out of business. That's my one little family story that I had. That's the first one I can think off the top of my head. I have other little stories that I'll probably go ahead and tell at some point when the time is right. But yeah, that's just that's all I needed. Just need 8. I gotta make a new ender chest for me to carry around. Yeah, I left my ender chest way out in the middle of nowhere where we killed the wither on that island. So just make a new one. I'm sure as hell not going back there for it. So anyways, that'll do it for today's episode. A little shorter than usual, but that's all I really have to talk about. Next time we will start a server tour, because obviously the server has been... everybody's been working. I mean, I may have started building a lens, but everybody else has been pretty busy. There's a lot of new houses just here at spawn. Nerky has been going like crazy at that little, what I'm calling Nerky Land. Chuck has made this crazy ass house out at his place. It's like B00 scale, man. It's ridiculous. It's like building with B00 out there. So he's got that. There's a lot of new people, so I can show off their stuff. There's just been a lot going around, but I hadn't been able to record, so... Anyways, that'll do it for today's episode. My name is JP, and I will see you next time with more Life on Block City, where we will get started on that tour.